Coming up, one of the biggest prospects in baseball is getting the big bucks.
And a new NBA player is getting added to the Hall of Fame.
We've got all that and much more just ahead on WEBN Sports.
Welcome to WEBN Sports. I'm Addie Koza.
And I'm Chloe Fadum. Let's jump straight into the action of the sports world this week.
Following Tiger Woods' rollover crash and DUI arrest, the professional golfer announced he is stepping away from the sport to seek treatment. In a statement posted on social media, Woods said, "I understand the seriousness of the situation I find myself in today," and stated that this decision is necessary to prioritize his well-being and work towards lasting recovery. This statement comes after Woods pleaded not guilty on DUI charges and requested a jury trial, which is set for May 5th.
Earlier today, Seattle Mariners shortstop Colt Emerson agreed to an 8-year, $95 million contract extension with the team. The 20-year-old has yet to play in the major leagues, but has risen to the top of the prospect list since 2024, entering this MLB season as the number 7 prospect by Baseball America and number 6 by ESPN. The Mariners declined to put Emerson on their opening day roster this year, but he is ready for when the time comes to be called up to the majors. This contract extension sets the record for any player yet to play in the majors.
6-time NBA All-Star and bronze medalist Amar'e Stoudemire will be inducted into the Hall of Fame as a part of the class of 2026. Stoudemire was drafted 9th overall in 2002 by the Phoenix Suns right out of high school. He won Rookie of the Year in 2003 and led the Suns to multiple conference finals appearances. He also spent some time on the New York Knicks, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Miami Heat, where he racked up over 19,000 career points.
The Chicago Bulls have waived guard Jaden Ivey for conduct detrimental to the team after he posted a social media video in which he made anti-LGBTQ comments. He said in the video that he believes the NBA and the Bulls celebrating Pride Month is unrighteous. After being released from the team, Ivey took to social media to speak out about the organization and about why they let him go. Bulls coach Billy Donovan said that the team has a level of expectations for their players, and their players need to be held accountable for their actions. Ivey was acquired from the Detroit Pistons this past year, but only appeared in 4 games with the Bulls due to being sidelined with an injury. He will now be a free agent heading into the offseason.
Coming up, a University of Florida center is entering the transfer portal.
And MLB opening day honors.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. 7'9" University of Florida center Olivia Rue is entering the transfer portal. Rue is the tallest player in college basketball history and spent the last 2 seasons at the University of Florida as a preferred walk-on. After his last game against Prairie View A&M, where he scored his first and only basket, he announced his enter into the transfer portal on Instagram.
The Final 4 teams for Women's March Madness is set.
Oh my God, I'm shaking. This is like the best feeling ever! I'm expecting them to win. I mean, every single year I've been here, we just win and win and win. That is what UConn is about.
UConn, UCLA, Texas, and South Carolina are all in the Final 4, all for the 2nd straight season. This is only the 2nd time that the same 4 teams have reached the Final 4 for 2 consecutive years, the last being in 1995 and 96. On Friday, UConn will face South Carolina while UCLA will take on Texas in Phoenix. UConn holds the title for March Madness after winning against South Carolina last year and will look to win that title yet again.
Former Kansas City Royals player Terrence Gore honored at Kansas City Royals home opener. Gore tragically passed away in February 2026 at just 34 years old from complications during an appendectomy. The Royals honored the three-time World Series champion at their home opener, where his wife and kids were on the field and his son threw the first ceremonial pitch. Thousands of fans also participated in a moment of silence.
Baseball season is underway with new rules and new players in the spotlight. On opening day, the automated ball strike system was utilized for the first time in the major leagues and has been a highly praised system throughout the first weekend.
With more news from the MLB, we have our MLB correspondent, Allie Evans, who has the details on the Shohei Ohtani's big debut tonight.
Allie?
Thanks, guys. In his first MLB start since 2021, Blue Jays pitcher Cody Ponce was carted off the diamond with an ACL sprain. Ponce sustained the injury while fielding a ground ball in the third inning of the Blue Jays' 14-5 loss to the Rockies on Monday night. He is expected to miss an extended period of time, and surgery is being considered. The 31-year-old played for the Pirates in 2021 before spending 4 seasons playing overseas in Asia. Ponce signed a 3-year, $30 million contract with Toronto this past offseason. The two-way man is making his pitching debut tonight. Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani will take the mound tonight at 10:10 against the Guardians for the first time this season, carrying out his full two-way duties. Having spent the majority of spring training as a hitter in the World Baseball Classic, the Dodgers were unsure of what Ohtani's pitching production would look like early in the season. Ohtani's Tuesday start will also help the Dodgers make history. With Roki Sasaki starting on Monday and Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting on Wednesday, this will be the first time in league history that a team starts a Japanese-born pitcher in 3 straight games. The Phillies' top pitching prospect Andrew Painter is expecting to make his debut on the mound tonight. After a series of injuries and operations, including Tommy John surgery in 2023, the 22-year-old is finally expected to suit up. Painter pitched 118 innings in AAA last year, saying, quote, "AAA was a good place to get that failure and really experience it there." Philly fans are now hoping Painter will help steer them in the right direction after a 13-2 loss to the Washington Nationals on Monday. That's all I have for the MLB. Back to you guys at the desk.
San Jose Sharks star Macklin Celebrini reached 100 points in his rookie season. Celebrini is one of the youngest players ever to hit 100 points, and he did it in a stellar performance with 2 goals and 1 assist in the Sharks game against the St. Louis Blues on Monday night. He now joins some of the greats like Wayne Gretzky and Sidney Crosby and puts himself in a great position for Rookie of the Year.
The Boston Bruins have signed goaltender Max Lundgren to a 1-year entry-level contract for the upcoming season with an NHL cap hit of $952,500. The 23-year-old appeared in 39 games at Merrimack College this past season and led the NCAA goaltenders in saves with 1,134 in 39 games this season.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back,
we'll have some more news for you. Welcome back to WEBN Sports.
the Connecticut Suns are being sold to Tillman Fertitta, who owns the Houston Rockets, for $300 million. The team will play their last season this year in Connecticut before being relocated to Houston in 2027 to be rebranded as the Houston Comets. The team has been in Connecticut since 2003 and are the state's only major pro team. This decision will mark a comeback for the Comets' historic franchise, which won 4 straight titles before folding.
The former Toronto Raptors president Masai Ujiri has joined the ownership group of Toronto's new WNBA team, the Toronto Tempo. Ujiri said that he believes women's sports is growing in incredible ways and that he wanted to help bring a women's basketball team to a city that he believes in. Since leaving the Raptors last year, Ujiri has kept an eye on the NBA, looking for the right opportunity to return in some capacity. With the Tempo, he will be working alongside Larry Tannenbaum, team president Teresa Resch, and general manager Monica Wright-Rogers.
Quarterback Chris Streveler has officially announced his retirement from football at the age of 31. After 3 seasons in the NFL with the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets, where he played 9 total career games, he announced his retirement on Instagram with a short video where he said, "I love football, but today is my last day as a football player." This decision was made after 2 ACL tears, which impacted all of his seasons, but he stated that he has no regrets about this decision.
The NFL has announced their partnership with Tomorrow Sports to develop a professional flag football league. The league will launch with backing from an investor pool that includes NFL clubs as well as current and former NFL players. Among these investors are Peyton and Eli Manning, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Larry Fitzgerald, and more. Many female athletes are also a part of this group, including Billie Jean King, Alex Morgan, and Serena Williams. Flag football is currently one of the fastest growing sports in the world, with over 20 million players worldwide. The launch window for this initiative has yet to be announced, but is expected to be around the time that flag football makes its debut at the Olympic Games in 2028.
Italy fails to qualify for the World Cup for the 3rd straight time. Italy lost in penalty kicks to Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight after nailing the crossbar, allowing Bosnia to cruise in the shutout. The match was intense from the start and ended tied 1-1. This is Italy's 3rd time failing to qualify for the World Cup, making them the first former champion to miss 3 consecutive World Cups.
Victor Wembanyama scored 41 points and had 16 rebounds during the San Antonio Spurs game last night against the Chicago Bulls, marking a season high for him.
A guy like that who's won the Jerry West Clutch Award, yes, will be important.
Wembanyama scored 10 points with 10 rebounds in his first 8 minutes and 31 seconds on the court, collecting the 3rd fastest double-double since the 1997 and 1998 seasons. During the game, Wembanyama went 17 for 27 from the field and 3 for 6 on 3-pointers, scoring at least 30 points for the 14th time this season. Thank you for watching WEBN Sports.
We hope you'll join us next week with more sports news from around the world. Have a good night.